Hello everyone, it's Jake from Fife Paranormal, and I hope you all are doing well. It's been a while since I've done one of these kind of sit-down videos, but I'm here in the studio that I have access to. I'm very thankful for, and I've just been thinking a lot about some of the paranormal projects that I've been working on. Of course, I still have the process of an investigation video still going on, which I'm very excited to work on. I think I have one or two more things that need filmed on it, and then it's going to be fine. There's another project I'm working on that's going to deal with more cryptid stuff, and I'm very excited for that. And I was hoping all this stuff would have been done a little while ago, but I actually got called to assist on a research project that's going on, and it's very, very important. And unfortunately, I can't say anything about it at the moment, but I'm hoping that I'll get permission to talk about it here soon. And I'm really hoping that I'll be able to do my own video on basically what's going on because it's been very, very exciting stuff. And I'm very honored that I was asked to basically help. So spring is here. We had the anniversary of the Titanic sinking, which is not fun. I don't know why I said that in that voice, but it got me thinking. You have the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, and there's one out west somewhere. I think it's Las Vegas, probably somewhere out there. But they have all these objects, and they have, all the stuff that was taken from the ship. Stuff that people were holding. People had their entire lives, family heirlooms. There's even, I think, bones, that probably were on these things. So they have events at these places, these museums, and they report a lot of paranormal activity. And you have to wonder, is it the building itself that's haunted? Because they've done a really good job from all the photos and videos I've seen of recreating the Titanic, the best they can, basically. And I've heard that the people, they stick to character. They do an amazing job with it. But it makes you wonder, it's a fairly new building. No real deaths have been reported there. I haven't gone into the history of the land of that area, but why is it so haunted? And why are these spirits claiming that they're Titanic victims, unless they're attached to the objects? So here's where that gets very interesting, where my mind's kind of rambling on this. Are there spirits attached to the objects, or is there energy soaked up in these objects that possibly other spirits in the area are latching onto, and they want that recognition, they want that energy, so maybe they're just playing along with it? I don't know. That could be nothing, could be something. It's just something that I've been thinking about here lately. And that kind of goes with all museums, especially ones that have been built somewhat recently. Why exactly are they haunted? Does it go back to the history of the land? Stuff that happened way before the building was constructed? Does it have to do with the objects? And if it does have to do with the objects, how exactly does that work? Are there spirits, for whatever reason attached to it, to these certain objects? Or is it the energy that has kind of imprinted itself on these objects that other spirits from the surrounding area are just manipulating for some strange reason? And, one example of this I thought about was at St. Albans Sanatorium, which I was there not terribly long ago. And they were talking about the story of Gina Renee Hall. They've basically proven that she isn't at St. Albans Sanatorium, probably had nothing to do with the building whatsoever. But yet for many years, people would report a spirit claiming to be Gina. And, you have to ask yourself, with all the evidence that's come forward saying she's not at St. Albans, had probably nothing to do with it, why were people encountering her spirit, or a spirit claiming to be her? And I think that's the trick for some of this. I think spirits are deceitful in many ways, whether they're doing it as a joke, whether they're doing it for nefarious reasons, I don't know. But for whatever reason, the spirits like to mess with the living. And, you have people in life that like to crack jokes. They're pranksters and all that stuff. So I always heard saying, as you are in life, so you are in death. So maybe maybe that carries on into the afterlife. Maybe these people who are jokesters, they're still pulling jokes, still messing with us, making us think that we're talking to some general, from the Revolutionary War, when actually we're talking to Fred Smith, who died 25 years ago, 2 buildings down. Another thing I've been thinking about here lately, I was going back over some of my old photos because I am a photographer, and periodically I like to go back and look over the places I've been to. It's kind of fun. But one of the places that I was seeing photos from was when I was a tour guide at DeJarnette, and that was a lot of fun. I was 15 years old when I did security there for the ghost tours. The last season they ever did ghost tours at DeJarnette. It was so much fun, and I was so lucky to have my spirit box there the very last day we were open. And, I was the very last person to legally do a spirit box session on the grounds of DeJarnette, and it was so freaking cool. We actually have that video up on our YouTube channel, but it's been a long time since I've been there. I think the last time I did a spirit box session there or near there was when I did our Halloween special, which was October, not last year, but 2020, the year before. And it was, for some reason that location has kind of come back into my mind. On our YouTube channel, we've had some people ask questions about it, like, hey, what's the history of this place? Or, hey, is this place really that haunted? That kind of stuff, which I really appreciate those. But it's cool because it makes me, reflect on, not just the activity we've gone there, the experience I've had, but also the vibe of the place. The vibe there at DeJarnette is very unique, very, very strange. I've been to some really scary places, and I still say that out of all the places I've investigated, St. Albans is probably the scariest. But this energy at DeJarnette, it's on a whole other level. Like, you have St. Albans level of creepiness, scariness, and then DeJarnette is like way up here. It's in a league of its own. It is truly unique. And I think if they ever opened it up for people to investigate, I think it would easily be the most haunted place in Virginia, if not the East Coast, and if not America. That place is that disturbing. When the sun goes below the horizon and it goes from evening to dark, you feel it, not just in the temperature, but also the tone, the energy. It feels like, I don't know, it's like you can feel darkness and negativity all around you, and it's really freaking creepy, especially if you're a seasoned investigator. It will sneak up on you. It really will. And that's, one of the dangers of the paranormal is you kind of get lulled until this sense of, security and safety. And then all of a sudden, bam, demon. And it's not fun. It's never fun. And that's when people can get hurt. So another thing I've been looking into, it's been a year since we did the Nickerson Sneed investigation with Miranda from Ghost Biker Explorations, which was so much fun. And then over a year and a month since the Ghost of Gifford Courthouse documentary was released. Now, I was really wanting to film at Gettysburg this year and have that kind of be like, the big summer project. But they've announced that they're doing some maintenance there. So unfortunately, I won't really be able to do that. I've thought about still going up to Gettysburg and doing, like a series of Spirit Box sessions and telling the story, that kind of stuff. But it probably won't be the full-blown documentary that I envision, which, now that I really think about it, I don't know if I would want to do a full-blown Gettysburg documentary. Even if it is, historical and paranormal-centric, there's already so much that's been done about Gettysburg. And, I wouldn't want to do a documentary project, paranormal or not, unless I felt like I had something new to add, something that had never been done, something that had never been said or explored before. And I think with Gettysburg, it's fairly well covered. I think about the only way you could probably do something different is if you added more of, your own personal story to it, your own personal touch. And, I think right now, I don't know how I would do that effectively to where I could, be respectful to the spirits, the history of the place, and then also respect the viewer's time. Because that is something, I think about when I make these videos, especially the big, hour and a half long documentaries. I understand that people are going to, stop what they're doing, sit down in front of a computer screen or hopefully a TV screen. Be cool if it's a movie theater screen. That'd be awesome. But they're going to invest their time to watch something that I made. And I really don't want to screw that up, for lack of a better term. So I'm trying to look for other locations where I can do something like that. I know I wanted this year to be the year I make my big, grand paranormal documentary. The big one that, kind of, I guess, encapsulates or, basically celebrates all the time I've been in the field, all the research I have, while also allows me to explore a really haunted location. And, there's a few locations, there's actually 3 I have in mind that I want to do this project at. And so far, I've reached out to 2 of them, haven't heard back from a single one, and I'm about to reach out for the 3rd one because it'll be a lot easier to do probably in the summertime. But for those of you watching the video, if you have any suggestions for places you would like to see me do a documentary like that, one, I'm looking for a really active location, so if you know of an idea or have a suggestion, just let me know. You can either comment below or you can head over to Facebook.com/Fife Paranormal. You can comment on the link to this video, or you can privately message us. We try to answer all the messages we get, even if sometimes it does take us a while. So I just wanted to get on here for a little bit and do kind of a paranormal discussion. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done something like this, and we're getting close to the busy season. So I really wanted to fill you all in on what's going on, what I'm working on. Hopefully soon I will be able to do more videos, kind of consistently instead of once every few weeks or so. It'll be, once a week like we were doing. And hopefully soon I'll be able to kind of fill you all in on some of the secret projects that I've been working on here lately. But from Fife Paranormal, I'm Jake. If you all enjoyed this paranormal discussion, leave a like. And also, I would love to hear your thoughts on anything and everything I discussed in this video. And also, if you have any questions for me about my photography, filmmaking, paranormal, anything like that, comment below. I'll try my best to answer it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 1,500 by June, and that's a goal that I know we can hit. So we'd really appreciate it if you would help us do that. And like I said, subscribe for more, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.